Hi guys, thanks for having me. So I really want to make this, I'm going to introduce you to me and what I've done. I'm going to try and do that really quickly and then just try and give as much as I can so that you guys can take action and things that you can do straight away to increase your income straight away. Action takers are money makers, so I really want to give you some big action to take tomorrow, okay? So I don't want you to like sit here, listen to this and be like, yeah, I'm so inspired. I want you to tomorrow wake up and think, yeah, I'm going to fucking do that and make some money today. So I come from a hair extension background. I built my business from the ground up, come from a council estate, was fostered at a young age, 6 weeks old, didn't grow up with my Nigerian family. Long story. Nobody in my family really had money, but I always knew I wanted to have money. When I was growing up, I really wanted to work at Aldi because I heard they paid really well. So I was like, I just want to work at Aldi on the checkouts and get 18 quid an hour. I was like, I got a job at the co-op, so wasn't too bad. Anyway, I started a hair extension salon in my little town of Nuneaton. It was really bougie for Nuneaton and it was really expensive for Nuneaton. And people used to come in and say it's really expensive and I'd go, yeah, no, I loved it. I was like, I'm a bad bitch and I'll charge what I want because I'm really good at what I do and I want to be different to everybody else. I don't want to be in there with the sheep. Number one lesson is there is less competition at the top.
Yes.
You don't need to wait to get to the top to put yourself at the top. You could tomorrow wake up and decide, I'm going to be a premium brand and I'm going to sell to premium people. Because selling is just, if you want to make more money, all you have to do is solve bigger problems for richer people. It's the same shit, okay? So you could either solve a small problem for a broke bitch, or you could solve a big problem for somebody who's got money and wants to make more money. The problem just needs to be big enough that they're willing to pay for it. You should not be convincing people. The best thing to sell is something that people want and need. All you have to do is position yourself as the solution to take them from A to B. It is that simple. People are so scared of sales, but literally there is no business, not even fucking charities, that can live without sales. You don't have a business, you have a hobby if you're not making money. So stop being scared of sales. Remember, you are a value provider and you are the solution to a problem. You are not selling, you're not trying to sell snow to Eskimos. Like people used to always say to me, you could sell snow to the Eskimos, but I was like, I don't want to. I want to sell making more money to people that want to make more money. Like I'm not here to sit and sell to somebody that's like, I'm stuck, I'm broke, got every excuse in the world how they're going to stay broke forever. And I'm like, okay, see you later, let me know how that goes. But when you're ready to come and make money, I can show you how to make money. Because I don't have a problem with making money. I'm not perfect. I have a problem with keeping money. Like my next big investment is a financial advisor. Like literally, I've been sales coaching for 2 years. I went from 0 to 65k a month, and I'm like talking cash, not sales. Yes, I haven't got a 7-figure business yet. However, my speed compared to the people that I'm working alongside is fast. And money loves speed. You will say this as well. Money loves speed. So the thing that I can get you to do tomorrow, I've got an exercise for you. Hands up if you want more people to say yes to what you're selling. More people to say yes to what you're selling. Okay? Guess what I just did there? I influenced you. I said, who wants to do-do-do-do-do? And I put my hand up, you all copied me. But I'm saying something that makes sense and what you want. What I want you to write down tomorrow is the 3 biggest purchases you've made in 2025. The most expensive one, second most expensive, and the third most expensive. Then I want you to write down 3 objections that came up before that purchase. So you was like, oh, I want it, but I don't know what to, Then I want you to write down the 3 main things that made you say yes. Because the easiest way to learn how to sell is to understand how you buy. Because we've all bought something expensive. House, car, coaching, fucking perfume, anything. I bought a car diffuser yesterday for 15 quid. A car perfume at the spa because it smelled like the spa. Why did I buy that? Because I felt nice and it felt gorgeous and I was like, I don't want to leave the spa, so I'm going to take the spa in the car. Ridiculous decisions. And when I was driving home, I thought, what a waste of fucking 15 quid. Like that's what I thought. But I bought it, and then my daughter got in the car this morning. She was like, Mummy, what's that? Clicked onto the thing. I'm like, it's my perfume from the spa that I bought. And then I was like, yeah, glad I bought that perfume because she said it smells nice. Yeah? So look at your own behaviours. What stops you from buying? Most of the time, it's fear, uncertainty, lack of clarity, mindset, all of these things. So when you're selling, rather than selling the thing that people want, whether some people are like, oh, I want to get a coach, I want to learn how to sell. Instead of selling them what they want, sell them what they need, which I did a post about this today. Certainty, safety, security, trust, value, outcome, the end result, proof. What do you need to say yes? Before you bought the ticket, what made you buy this event? I literally, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't make this event. I was like, oh, the fucking school run, I've got a coaching call with my clients that I do every week. I was like, I can't do it. But I was like, I also felt like I can't miss it. Do you know what sold it for me? The branding, the name, I was like, whoa, that's right up my street. I love a bit of luxury. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be so jealous of everybody going there. So I have to go. So I have to make it happen. So I moved my coaching call. I got my husband to take the kids to school. I made it happen because I was like, it looks like an event that's right on my street. The marketing, the value, the wording. Oh, it's red carpet. She said, you need to wear a long dress. I was like, ah! But I was like, I like that. So that's your homework. 3 things that you bought, the biggest things that you bought, the 3 objections, your biggest objections that came up when you was making that decision, and the biggest things that made you say yes. And how can you transfer that into what you're selling? Don't sell the thing. Don't sell the coaching course, don't sell the modules. Sell the outcome, the identity, and the thing that makes people say yes. I say yes when I feel sure. I say yes when I feel like I need to get, like it's more dangerous for me to stay where I am. I say yes when I feel safe and that other people have done what I've done. We're all sheep. Subconsciously, I always say to my coaching calls, if there's a coffee shop, one's called Starbucks. The coffee's a £5 and it tastes however it tastes. Then there's one called X. The coffee's a £5, it tastes however it tastes. They both taste the same. They both look the same. One's called Starbucks and it's got a massive queue outside. One's called X and no one's there. Where are you going? You're going Starbucks. Why? I know them, I like them, I trust them, I feel safe, they're not going to scold me, I've got someone to sue, whatever. You feel safe there. So where do your customers feel safe and how do you make them feel safe? One of the things that you can do, as well as writing down all the things that make people say yes, is make yourself familiar with your customers. Email marketing. Email marketing is so underused, but I always say literally, I will email you every day if I want to. Even if you delete the message, you're touching my name. I don't give a shit. Whether you open the email or not, you're gonna see me today. And that's gonna make you familiar with me to the point where you're like, have you heard of this Ola Goldsmith? I'm seeing her everywhere. Yeah. No one really thinks that, oh, Ola Goldsmith from Nuneaton, a little council estate, comes from nothing, was fostered. No one knows that. They know what I see and what I put out there and what I force upon them. And then I back it up with results. So be so good that they can't ignore you. I'm going to leave it there. I could go on for ages. My speciality is my second job. First job was co-op because I couldn't get a job at Aldi. Second job was then selling windows. I worked for Stay Bright Windows. I was a door knocker. I sold carbon credit investments. I blagged my interview, lied on my CV. I've sold cars. What else have I sold? I've sold advertising in the Yellow Pages. I've sold websites. I've sold digital display ads. And the best thing that I've ever sold is my knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's made me the most money. Like literally, I was like, what a shit month it is this month. Looked at my bank, I was like, I've made 30k this month and I've barely sold anything. Like that to me would have been a dream before. Now I just need to know how to keep it. So like Leda said, multiple streams of income. So I do semi-passive income, so I do events, which I'm not a massive fan of. I prefer coming here and speaking at other people's events. I've just bought a property in Dubai. I've invested in property in the UK. I'm going into passive income, and I would recommend that I don't know if it's because I'm coming up to 40, which is not old, but obviously when you're late 30s and you come up to 40, the natural feeling is, oh, I'm coming up to 40. And it's going to be the same when I'm coming up to 50 and 60. Like, it's just a natural feeling. I'm not making excuses for myself, but what I'm saying is that now I'm like, I need to make sure that future Ola is just as well off as Ola now. I can't be like living my best life now and then be a broke ass bitch when I'm 60. Because, do you know what I mean? So I am literally sorting myself out for the future. So for me, I don't need coaching. I can sell with my eyes closed. Like I can scale beyond scale beyond scale. However, I need to learn how to keep money. So look at your strengths, play to your strengths, and get support when you need it. If you don't know how to sell, get a sales coach. If you don't know how to brand yourself, get a branding coach. If you don't know how to keep money, get a financial advisor like me.